Hello there, and welcome.
Hi. Welcome. You are fresh. Yeah, I already knew. I could smell it when you came in here. Well, why I have glasses? Well, I don't really know. I had them when I was alive, but I kind of old habits die hard, I guess. So, when were you turned? I'm sorry. A week ago. Yeah, your eyes look good. Do you see? Yeah. Can you smell? Taste? Why I ask so many stupid questions? Well, you see, you're a vampire, right? Yeah. And as a vampire, you cannot really get sick. You cannot die unless someone cuts your head off or turn you on fire. Our prince, however, has this remarkable thing for sending her new ones to me for a checkup. So I guess everything turned out as she planned. So I guess I just have to do what I always do when a new little fledgling comes along. I pretend to do tests to see if they are okay. Now, I'm just going to do this. I know it's silly, but please bear with me. Take a deep breath. Oh, you can't breathe. Oh, you can. Yes, well, it's more of an instinct. You don't have to. Okay, let me listen to your heart. Hold still. Oh, it's a bit cold. I'm sorry. Nope. Nope. You're dead as a doornail. Can't hear anything. Except worms wriggling about. I'm just kidding, vampires don't have worms. Now, I've been a vampire for 200 years. Do I look rotten? Thank you. I mean sincerely, do I look rotten? Do I smell rotten? No, I don't. The one who sired you didn't do a good job explaining the whole vampire thing, did he? Or she? Oh, it was okay. Yeah, see, there's a lot of things you need to know. That you rot isn't one of them. Well, now you know, but alright. Let's go on with this charade or whatever. This. It's my lucky chain. Plus it makes a nice sound, doesn't it? Okay. You know what this is? Yeah, it's a tuning fork. Now your heart might not beat, your lungs might not work, but your ears does. So, can you please pretend that you, I don't know, hear it? Yeah, I know you don't have to pretend that you hear it, of course you hear it, but can you just pretend that it's a useful examination? So, how come you became a vampire? Oh, they thought you would fit in. Why are you... Oh, an artist. Well, that's nice. Theodore artist. Yeah. How sweet of them. Yeah, sure, you can ask me any questions you like. What's that on your arm? Let me look. Just a moment. It looks like some kind of burn mark. Did you have that prior to becoming a vampire? Oh, you did. Sorry. No, it won't heal. It will look like that, I'm sorry. Any scars or stuff you had before will still be there. You won't get any new scars, of course, which is kind of nice, I guess. Yes, ask away. Yes, I was a doctor when I was turned. Yes, I have worked for a lot of years. Hence why I have become a little bit bored with this whole nonsense of examining newly fledged vampires. But the prince doesn't stop. If I have many patients except for examining new vampires? Well, no. As a matter of fact, this is the most boring job you can have. What did you expect me to, treat? I never seen a vampire catch a cold. I never seen a vampire with pneumonia. I never seen a vampire get a heart attack. The best I can hope for is that someone comes in with a stake in his heart and I'll have to remove it. That's a bit exciting, but that rarely happens these days. Yes, it does happen. There are still vampire hunters out there. Well, not the ones you see in movies. These are basically religious zealots that kind of, I don't know, have a grudge against us or something like that. Pathetic creatures, really. No, the worst part is vampire versus vampires. Two vampires starting to fight and shop. Head bows off. Woof, nothing left. But that's the worst case scenario. Mostly they just stab each other with something through the heart, which makes the vampire go into what we call a torpor, which is kind of like a coma. Then they come to me and I'll have to remove the stake. Yeah. They didn't tell you that stakes in the heart were not life-threatening, or should I say death-threatening? Oh my god, this job is boring. No, it's just if you lose your head or burn to a cinder, like in daylight. Yes, I wouldn't recommend sunbathing, but I guess you already know that, right? That much you did know. Perfect. What else I do? I go to banquets, I go to important meetings where I leave reports of my non-interesting findings. No, my friend, being a vampire doctor is the most boring thing on the planet. Oh, I remember when I was young and, well, not dead. The plague, oh, the decay, the rot. Yes, the Spanish flu, everything, oh my God, such boils, such pus nowadays. Well, to be honest, humanity doesn't have any interesting diseases anymore, do they? I mean, no Black Plague, no syphilis. I remember the count. Yes, it was a count in Italy. I don't remember his name. I think his name might have been Bava or Fulci. I don't remember. Anyway, I was his assistant at the time, and he had gotten a little bit of syphilis, and he dropped his penis in his piss pot one morning. Can you imagine? He was going to take a leak and dropped his whole penis in a pot. No such interesting diseases anymore. Yes. What? If I'm done here, if you can go. I was done like 5 minutes ago, but I'm just having such a boring day. And it's always nice to talk to fresh vampires. They are kind of like not that grumpy. They kind of see everything with new dead eyes, and well, you know how it is. The longer you are a vampire, the grumpier and the more boring you are, you know. After a while you just want to talk about all the wars, because there are hardly any new ones to talk about. You will learn. If you go to a banquet sometime and you meet a lot of vampires and they are pretty old, the only thing you will hear is talk about old castles and wars and yes, how everything was better before. Me, I kind of like progress. You know, why hold on to something that's gone? Like my glasses, for example. It's a good example. Yes, from this day on I shall not have them anymore. We need to kill the past. Yes, I know they said that in the latest Star Wars, but... So, any relatives still alive? Not? Good for them. I mean, good for you. You don't have to break any ties with anyone, I guess. That's always nice. I had to break up with my fiancée, yes. Oh, yes. And my father, he hated me, so that wasn't a big problem. My fiancée, oh. That took on my psyche. I couldn't get over her for at least 50 years. Then it hit me. I could turn her. I asked the prince for... Well, you have to ask for permission. And I was given permission to turn my girlfriend. Then I realized she had become 80 years old. Wasn't much to turn anyway. She didn't even remember my face. Sad story indeed. Yes. Well, I guess you have to go back to exploring your new life, or unlife, or whatever you want to call it. I will sit here in my office and rot away, waiting for the next patient or fledgling coming in and test their eyesight, listen to their dead hearts, hear their moaning and hear their grumpiness. Yes, I know you're not grumpy. That's a positive thing, believe me. Say, what did you do before you were turned? Oh, chemistry. See, do you have a job at the moment? Do they have kind of given you any things to do? If not, you could always come to me, shall we say, next week, and I will see if I maybe can hire you as my assistant. If you really are into chemistry, then perhaps we could play around a little bit and invent some new plagues or new diseases. I have this fabulous idea about one that makes people lose their ears. Yes, falling off. Could be really fun. Also have one which makes people lose their lips. Can you think about the supermodels with those huge ugly duck lips just falling off on the walkway wherever they go? Okay then. So I hope I can see you next week if you still want a little side job. Yes, well, you can show yourself out, I guess. Goodbye.